scientist. Um, yeah, so he's looking at all insights that he's going to be able to gain in ways he can break down this information. Now, what I thought was kind of cool is he has this thing called Chat with Nova. So this is a bot of sorts that allows you to ask certain questions. So if you've ever used ChatGPT and you have the pre-defined questions, this is similar to that. And then if I just click this, you're going to see that we're looking for the insights. We're doing some other things, processing. The query language is input, and then we get a query response. But in addition to that, maybe not on that one, there should be some charts as well. There they go. Okay. So this is on a different chat that I created earlier. And it's got a breakdown with assumptions, explaining the query itself, showing the query itself, the response of the query at least, and then a chart that breaks down each piece. So this data isn't something that's super useful for me yet, but he's building this for a very, very technical use case, and it's perfect for that. So I guess the cool magic trick of this piece of the puzzle is essentially being able to use natural language to chat with a database through SQL. So I don't know SQL. I went to, I think it's called Data Camp, and I signed up for their annual plan and took a couple courses here and there. And not really my thing, not something I'm super excited to do. It's actually on my YouTube channel. You can see me live taking courses and learning and implementing and all that good stuff. So it's been something I've done, but not something that I've focused on heavily. So this is
In today's world, data is everything. Yet organizations' data often lives in scattered, disconnected systems. Scientists who rely on insights to make critical decisions struggle with and data overload. In a world where AI is reshaping every industry, why not use it to solve the challenges of data overload? For this, we present the Purina AI platform, a one-stop shop for all of your data needs.
The Purina AI platform.
The Purina AI platform gives users a secure sign-up and sign-in, ensuring safe access to data. User can easily sign up using their work email. With just one login, our scientists can easily connect to a centralized dashboard that seamlessly brings together Purina's services, products, and research data available. Now, with every critical insight at his fingertips, he can easily access detailed beef and dairy data, monitor business takeaways, and explore performance trends. The intuitive dashboard brings data visualizations that reveal patterns and relationships across datasets, enabling him to track yield, compare results, and identify key metrics instantly. It even detects anomalies in real time, highlighting unexpected shifts or trends. Users can always consult their trusted co-pilot, Agent Nova. Unlike typical chatbots, Agent Nova serves as a multifunctional AI assistant, integrating specialized agents like Panda, which can run SQL queries and access detailed database information. With a simple question, Agent Nova activates the Panda agent to fetch specific data, allowing the user to analyze the data and the visualization and download the results for further analysis. For deeper insights, the user turns to the Research Studies agent. This agent searches Purina's vector database to provide targeted study summaries, offering scientific context that enhances his understanding. Need broader insights? Agent Nova's web search feature brings the latest relevant research directly to him, ensuring he's informed with up-to-date findings from around the world. After gathering all the insights, he simply asks Agent Nova to send an email. Agent Nova quickly
Hmm.
compiles the information and sends it to requested email, completing his task with ease and efficiency. With the Purina AI platform, even sharing findings becomes seamless through agentic actions, allowing the user to focus on what truly matters. We hoped you liked the Purina AI platform, your intelligent co-pilot for simplifying data, empowering decisions, and building a data-driven future, all in one secure platform using the advanced AI agents.
Yeah, so pretty powerful stuff. Each time that you have one of these, it'll be built custom. So I'm really excited to do this project with them, kind of team up. Um, all right, for some reason, as soon as I jump on the stream, this shit doesn't want to work. Oh my gosh. Gotta reload this thing. I don't know what's going on. It's very strange. It's already running, so you can see all the updates I made, blah, 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 blah. There's this fully functional reflex. Yeah, I was just here, bro. Oof, annoying. I've been having a hard time showing you guys this. See if I can get it this time. I'm really excited about it though, because you know, as I get smarter about building, um, I'm starting to realize what all I could do with it. Right? There we go. Woo, finally. Okay, so this is the dashboard. The thing that I'm most excited to show you guys is actually the ability to audit. So I can just click on this and then I can see for GA4 based on best practices, what's my score. So I got a C, and then it tells you why I have a C. So if I click this configure e-commerce events, I could do basic, which is view item and add to cart. Enhance means checkout steps, and then full all, right? Or user properties, something that everybody probably should want. And I choose the advanced version here. And then remember, I was a C. That was my status or grade for this product and user, custom dimensions. So if you've ever used custom dimensions or custom metrics in GA4, you'll know that it's broken down as either a product custom dimension or a user custom dimension. And you have to choose that, obviously, depending on the event and how you're collecting that data, it needs to be scoped a certain way. So I'm adding both so that I can scope every last thing, right? So then after that, I can apply selected. It's gonna flip me back, and now I got a B instead of a what's the name? C there. And then obviously I've got to make it so that these switch out once you've already added them. Um, but in addition to that, let's go to GTM and see what's here. We got security configurations, so some things here that I don't know a whole lot about this realm of security. I don't know what CSP means here, but I'll figure that out later. Consent mode, setting this up. So this is kind of dope. Custom consent framework, and then triggers. Let's say that we want to do custom trigger conditions. All right, cool. Then I can apply that and I'm going to get a better grade. Maybe not. Same grade. Okay, so I got to fix that. um, that's pretty annoying. And then I refreshed it accidentally. Well, thanks for being here. Even though it's a freaking. Sometimes that's how it goes, though, man. It's a shit show sometimes. Um, this comparison. So let's say that I've got two different systems. Actually, let me show you where this comes from first. So I've been using a couple different tools. Napkin is one of my favorites. Kind of a newer tool. napkin.ai. Let me show you this. And while that's doing that, let me go here. Okay, so me going back, and there was a joint that I had posted, if I can remember where and when. Posted so much, bro. Just last month. It's crazy. It's the systems. Where's it at though? I might have went past it. Man, it's one of those days. I definitely went past it. It's not that one. It should be around here somewhere. There you go. I don't know how I scrolled past this. Anyways, may the best system win. So there's this idea with organized automation, me being able to set up data collection quickly and easily based on best practices, based on Google, what they recommend. And that's going to be kind of my new big idea. And I've thought that this was kind of interesting because people will compare um, the effectiveness of like paid ads. So one ad agency versus another. And then you hear things like, oh, well, my old ad agency was able to get whatever percentage return, right? So obviously they're better. But when it comes to data collection, I've been kind of put in a spot to where when I'm told no, it's because they already have a guy or they've got it taken care of, so to speak. So one thing that I've learned though, a server-side implementation isn't better just because it exists. You know, just because it's set up, so to speak, GA4, GTM, client side or server side, whatever, does not mean that it's optimized, does not mean that it's perfect for the use case, does not mean that it's customized with custom events and even tag templates and everything else. It doesn't mean that it's fully optimized the way it could be if, you know, it was perfect, right? I'm not saying that my systems are perfect. I'm just saying that a lot of times you see people don't even realize what they don't know. They don't realize that the race car exists, but is it going as fast as it could? Is it optimized for each and every turn? So this is why I like trying to compare this stuff to like F1 because it's popular right now. Uh, Drive to Survive is super popular as a TV show and it's brought a lot of people to the sport. But at the end of the day, the reason the sport really exists is because of the engineers that are able to make tweaks to the car in a way that just slightly gives you a better car than the competition. So you have that advantage. Um, Assuming that the drivers are all the exact same, which they aren't typically. But anyways, control the variables that you can control and you get the most out of them if you can. And so this idea that I posted on the 22nd is now November 5th, being enacted in a tool that I own. So that's kind of dope. And this is why these tools are powerful to me, is because I have a chance to do that because the tools exist. Because I'm not a dev, I'm not a programmer. Um, Anyways, so system A versus system B, you can see things like server-side tags, client-side tags, exactly which ones are active and paused. You get a percentage of consent rate, so how many people have given consent, one versus the other. Compliance, so GDPR is like the EU version, and then CCPA is California's privacy. I probably should put one for Texas since that's where I'm at. I think it's called TDPSA. Um, Maybe it's something close to that. Even data retention, this is kind of cool for people to just know that. And then obviously first party data is a big, big, big one. So to see that it's being used versus not being used. And then you really drill down into the events that are being collected and how many of them. It's just a dope tool, man. I'm really excited about what this means. And then giving people quality scores. I kind of stole this from like Sitebulb and some of these other SEO tools, Screaming Frog, that world that I came from. Their dashboards would be really big and bold and give you just like a overall grade and score. So clearly, System A is better with quality. Seems to be better in this regard. And then we've got some more real-time metrics that are being collected as well. So real time is real time across the board, right? Real time is right now today. So imagine a world where I have this kind of moving like a ticker symbol in the stock market, where uh, it's the market's open and it's moving in real time. Every single movement happens. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I'm working with the dev that's trying to solve the real time equation for me. In their world, in the development world, they call it near real time. So if that's as close as I can get is near real time, then this will be kind of connected, similar to launch analytics. If you don't know what launch analytics is, it is this. This is like an early version of it. This is the cleaned up version, and it shows you things like this month, email, so I can switch time period and traffic source. And on top of that, I can quickly see which one has the best conversion rate. This one is retargeting has the best conversion rate. Um, Not conversion rate, but best revenue. And so that's what I'm basing this crown off of. And then the funnel that's making the most money is funnel C. And it's $13,000 all off of email for this month. So that's kind of cool. This is just one of the tools I'm building. The main one that I want to focus on is really this guy. This is really important. So audit, compare, and then we got a data connector where I can choose things like offline conversions, upload a CSV, or connect directly to like point of sale POS. So cash register, CRM data. So let's think connecting to Salesforce, high level. I'll probably do high level and just high level because I think that it's the most modern um, connection point, and I ultimately want to create a high level plugin of sorts. Big shout out to Jason Rule, one of the guys that he's got GHLplugin.com. So check that out. And then first party data in BigQuery. So being able to connect your database, your CRM, offline conversions, and make sure that you have first party data if you have any that you want to import directly. It's all available. It's all here. So it's powerful stuff. Now, I don't know if I've already shown this, but I could create a GTM account without having to go into GTM, which is huge for people who aren't technical and not interested in, getting their hands dirty. Or I could create a GA4 property without having to go to GA4 and without having to get your hands dirty. What just happened here? Uh-oh, something's going on. And configure them. Don't want to lose functionality as I add features. That's one thing I've learned about Bolt is I lose functionality as I build out new features and add different things, which is kind of annoying. But again, the thing is I'm going to be able to create tighter and tighter um, MVPs. So first products. And as I do that, it's pretty exciting because this is a world that I did not have access to. And the reason I didn't have access to it is because I don't code. Now, as I get deeper into this, that might not be true anymore. I might actually start taking it serious and coding a lot more. Here we go. All right, so now it's going to work right. Charge. Let me plug in my charger real quick. Now it wants to work right. So the dope thing about this is it just tells you that the configuration is required. You can't just set up a property and then leave it. I could, but it doesn't really do you any good. It's not collecting data. So here I can select an existing property or a new one. Um, in my case, I'm going to select one that's already existing here. This is just for test purposes, a style. They wanted me to pick a style, and then I'm configured here. Now, the dope thing about this is I can click to view the data stream or I can change the settings. Now, this isn't built out yet, but I should be able to manipulate it once it's already configured as well, right? Powerful stuff. Um, again, early on it, so I can go client side container, which I just did. And if you know anything about GTM, you also want to set up a server side container if you want to push it further and actually have privacy tidied up, as well as tracking from a first party basis tidied up. And I like using State because it makes life easy. So State, I found out, has its own API, so that allows me to connect to it and build server-side containers and connect them back to my GTM property quickly. So it's powerful. Okay, let's configure a web container. So client side, and you can see all the things that it's doing, which is a lot. And then let's configure the server side. As I'm configuring the server side container, make sure it says server side container, not web container. The web container is only for server, sorry, client side. So a little nuance. I just want to make sure that it's addressed. But yeah, it's that simple, man. I just wanted to kind of show off this stage of where we're at. It's not all the way built out. However, I guess the importance of this is the fact that I wanted to build this tool um, for about 2 years, right? And I just didn't really know how to approach it. I first came across this guy a while back that allows you to kind of like visualize um, GTM. So let me show you something real quick. And we'll just click on something and get something up. So let's just click on IMP. Shout out to DG. So it shows you how many variables, triggers, tags. It shows you the GTM container, everything here, right? But this isn't the most useful, user friendly, I should say. And so I go here, I can see all the GA4 stuff. I can see any kind of Google ads, floodlight, etc. UA if they have it. They don't. So just from here, I could then build a graph. So there's a couple steps in, all that. But just imagine being able to see a version of your container that looks like this. The zooming in and out and stuff is kind of weird on this. I'm not gonna lie, but you can kind of see there's data layer stuff and there's pixels, GA4, hotjar stuff, lead pixel for audience building from Audience Labs, and then I have other stuff going on here, but you can see some of the built-in variable triggers. Pretty cool. Even better if it was dumbed down to where someone who's not already familiar with GTM could use, right? So this was kind of my first example of what could be. And then Simo Ahava had a tool that he sold to AdSwerve, I believe, recently. that kind of does the same, but allows you to also configure um, the container from here. Anyways, just want to show you guys that. I'm super excited about where this is going to end up going for me and what it could mean for the future of the types of tools I build. Ooh, I can create a brand new one right there. Perfect. And how I make it user friendly and beautiful and make all this stuff more approachable, man, because the problem has been that people who are away from these spaces, they need tracking and analytics too. They just might not know exactly where to start, or they might be intimidated with it and not want to deal with it. So this allows you to kind of approach it. Obviously, I'm still going to consult and do big projects, but a big piece is giving people this tool as a lead magnet more than anything to say, hey, this stuff matters. Here's why. Do you guys want to get into it? And you know, they should be able to kind of navigate this and see not only why it matters, but also be able to compare with and without certain things, system that they might have today versus the system of tomorrow, or vice versa, whatever. And I'll figure out how to make the comparison really stick. Um, if you're familiar with GTM, then you'll know that there's workspaces. Usually you can have three on the free version, and being able to showcase the difference in those systems as well is kind of dope. So, anyways, that's where we're at. I'm gonna cut it right there. Appreciate you. Peace. Why is this showing that? Ah, man, come on, bro. Come on. Why does the screen get stuck? That's so fucking annoying. You gotta be kidding me. It didn't show. Did I not show you guys this that whole time when I was talking? And I can see the container code from here too. That's sick. So if I set up a server-side container, I should be able to see it. I didn't even realize that. That's insanity. Let me try something real quick. Hold up. Because once I have a server-side container, the container code does switch. Yep, there you go. With instructions, with the copy button. Man, this is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm about to go crazy with this. All right, anyways, I'll show you guys more later. Appreciate you guys dealing with it. And maybe I'll chop up parts of this to make it useful for y'all. But yeah, essentially building tools. Was trying to show you guys this tool, GTM utility. I gotta flip back just to make sure I can see what y'all see. Um, Let me just whatever. Let's show it again. So this is the tool I was going on and on about, just being able to map everything out and see what the container is made of. So this was 2 years ago. The first thing that I came across. Damn, excuse me. Um, this is the first tool I came across that was related to visualizing GTM. I'm trying not to sneeze. I gotta figure out how to quickly mute myself so y'all don't have to. Anyways, all right. Yep. So you can see everything. Imagine being able to do this and use this for in a situation where you're not super into um, GTM and you don't really know all the things, right? I can see the events that are attached to GA4 e-commerce quickly and GA4 configuration tag or trigger, whatever this is. I'd have to look at the index. Then you can go even further and isolate it and blah, 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 blah. So pretty cool stuff. I'm going to just kind of build my version of it, to be honest, and see where we go. All right, that's all. Bye.